and Monze.
You know, it's
Yeah, y'all, back in effect.
what up. You are now tuned in to Varski and Monze. All day, any day, every day, all day. This is what
And
we
you
do.
know this.
And guess what? Right now, we just doing it for
That's
free.
what's up.
Could you imagine if they start giving these money?
Well, it seems like we're doing it for free, but we're creating a currency, right?
No,
You know,
create our
that
own
content
stats.
is currency.
You're absolutely right.
That's what's up.
Absolutely right. So
Stay in your lane. We in our own lane, going a mile a minute.
You know, we can. Where do you feel like take? Today's one of those days. We just, you know what? We could take it wherever we feel like going right now. Because honestly, there's so much taking place in the world right now. Like I'm laughing because I think we were talking about it 2 minutes ago. That collabo where everybody was lined up with Audemars and Swatch, right? And
Yes, the big craze around the world with the AP Audemars, and yeah, everybody thought it was a wristwatch.
they shut the store down here. They shut it down
in Orlando.
Yeah, at the Millennium Mall, they shut it down. Right there because
in Vancouver,
the line was ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. Different cities, major cities around the world, it was a frenzy. Like I seen on scrolling.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
It's just a craze, you know. Like whenever there's a craze for something, people want to get the big thing and sell it. But I did see, like in New York City, like in Manhattan, people who actually waited in line 2-3 days, you know, slept out there and got their watch. They flipped them quick to a jeweler.
Yeah,
and they were flipping them for 1,500. They were like they're like 500 each, 400 or 500 each, and they were flipping them 1,500.
It was at $3,000
same day.
The resale market hit $3,000.
There you go.
And if somebody bought it at $3,000, because right now that thing is probably reselling right now at $200. Right?
Yeah, it's kind of crappy. It's kind of like yeah, it's like sneakers. You know, like if there was only so many pairs of Jordans, then the value would retain itself. But it's mass produced, like you were saying, right? So the value, it's only like for a short period of time, that resale value.
That shows me though that people are just looking for a way. Like I realize now, like if you watch like on Instagram, right? People are just waiting for the president to say something that they can make a fake meme coin out of, right? And say, this is what he was talking about in 2016. Look, this is what he was talking about. And you realize that it's a pump and dump scheme. Right? You take your money, you put it inside
kind of.
there.
Well, I just seen that they about to drop a $250 bill.
Yeah, but this is the cryptocurrency. Like if you watch the crypto market, right? I saw that the other day, and it was like, okay, you know, let me jump into it. Nah. I think now it's at a point where the value of it's so low, I can't even get my money out.
Wow.
Now granted.
So yeah, it's a big pump and dump.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Big pump and dump.
I knew that was getting ready to happen, but you know, but I did see about the $250 bill.
Yeah, I did see the $250 bill. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if they're gonna put it into circulation. I don't know if it's novelty. I heard it's to celebrate Independence Day, 250 years. Yeah, 250 years. But we'll see. Like, but what you hit on the point right there. Like, everybody's looking for something. You know, whether it's a crypto, whether it's a AP Swatch release, whether it's a Pokemon card, whether it's they're looking for something. They're looking for that cash grab. They're looking for that come up. Everybody's looking for it. But is that really the way? Like, is that what's gonna make it jump? Because even if you do make a quick come up, as soon as you make that money, it's gone. It's gone to something else.
Right, but I think that's what
you know,
the whole system is set up behind. Right, like if you think about it, you ever seen that movie with Justin Timberlake called Out of Time? Or whatever it was.
Yeah, I did see that movie.
You know, where he was just trying to get to his mom, and she was late from work,
Mm-hmm.
but their life is in minutes, right? So when
Yes.
he was just trying to get to his mom because his mom was held up and she missed the bus and she didn't have enough time on her arm to catch the bus because your life
Mm-hmm.
now, your time of your life is your currency. All right. So she had
Yeah.
like 30 seconds. So he was trying to meet her because she had to run. And he literally got there just in time to watch her die because she ran out of time. All right. And then once you
Wow.
run out of time, you can't give anybody any new time. So that's it. Life's over. All right.
That's it. And
I
it's
feel
kind of like we're in that right now.
yeah. Everyone
Yeah.
is searching for something like, man, please, just, if I can take this and flip it. Yo, I got some Baby Bell cheese wax. If I take this and flip it, I ain't never seen a
Anything.
green one before.
Well, it's like those old school video games, and then the walls closing in, but it got spikes on both sides.
Yes.
It's kind of
Yes.
like that because you're running. You're like the running man. You're running. You're trying to get all the points, or you're like
Right.
Mario Brothers running through the game, or Sonic. Going super fast, trying to get all the coins, get all the rings. But as soon as you go forward, you can't really go back. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to turn back because it's coming after you heavy, like the grocery bill, the rent, the hydro bill, the cell phone bill. Like it's the bills chasing you, right? So you got to keep collecting the coins to keep them off your back. Only for a few days,
That's it.
but you got to keep going.
It's crazy, right? And you think about it, right? What some people tend to do, right? What they'll do is you'll always come across that little crevice in the game where if you got to, in order for you to make that next move, you got to stay right there because you're safe right there, right? But
Exactly, and you're
people will
safe for a
stay
minute.
there,
You.
yeah. But people will stay
Mm-hmm.
there and wait there and hold on there, like, oh, this is where. All
Because
right,
it's
okay,
because it's
I'm good right now.
scary.
Yes, right.
Because it's scary. It's scary to jump over that hole, and you have to hang on over here, and you got to go and hit the button right quick and get over
Man,
to that side. You got to die a couple times first.
that's it, right?
You know what
You
I'm
know how
saying?
many? I don't know if you remember playing Super Mario Brothers, and there was always that one part of the stage where you had a little piece of land like, right there, and you had to
Yes.
somehow speed up
Yes.
just enough to get over it, right?
Exactly.
When
And
you're a
hit
kid,
that little bump and then go over.
that's it, and it's like,
But there
right?
was always a hack.
Of
There was a
course,
hack. You could have went up and go on the top and run right across the top of the screen. You know what I'm saying? And then you
yep,
get the secret level. You
and
go
there
through
it
the
is.
tunnel. You go through the underground. You know what I'm saying? So
I think you just explained
that's
it.
what it feels like right now.
No, you just explained
Yeah,
it. You
that's
just
what it
explained.
feels like right now.
Everyone is looking for a hack. All right. They're looking for a
Yes.
hack. That's what it is. Right. They're looking for the hack. They're looking for, okay, you
Mm-hmm.
know what? If I could jump over here and hit this corner right over here, that's my minus world. I can get to minus
Yep.
world. I'm okay with that. Or if I can get over here, I can run over
That's
Lucky
what's up.
too. All right. I'm okay.
Uh-huh.
And that's the
So
problem that we
you're
have right
looking
now.
for the hack.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a
you're looking
ready-made.
for the hack. You're looking for the jailbreak,
Yeah. You're
right?
looking for the quick way
You're looking
out.
for the the Android,
Yeah.
the secret code,
Yes.
that gets you to level 99, and then you beat the boss.
Like,
Now you're
man,
the boss.
you got to realize, man, there's no there's no Game Genie in chess. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. You remember
There's no
Game
game.
Genie?
Oh,
Remember
the Game
Game
Genie's
Genie?
ridiculous,
You
man.
take the game, you put it inside the Game Genie, and then you put it in the system.
And then you have
You know what
all
I'm
the hacks
saying?
in the universe. All right. I don't,
Exactly.
man, please, man. I don't even know. Did that ever, I heard it worked for a lot of people. And I
Yeah,
never tried.
Game Genie was a thing. A lot of people bought it. I never tried
Wow.
Game Genie.
I never tried it.
I
I never tried it.
I use
Never tried it.
I use codes. I had a lot of codes like up,
Of
down,
course.
BB, A, like the codes
Oh, I still remember those, man. Like
to
Mike
get
Tyson's punch out,
superpowers.
007-373-5963.
Mhm.
Takes you straight to Mike Tyson, right?
Yeah.
You know,
So that's what it is. We got to find the
right?
code, crack the code,
That's what it
and
is.
that's going to give us a little bit of comfort. It
But see,
doesn't
that's
win
the
the
thing.
game.
But that's the whole thing, right? If you get the code, right?
Uh-huh.
You don't know how to play the game, right? So that's what
Yes.
was the biggest thing was for us is like we learned how to get from point A all the way to the end. Some of us didn't find out about the cheats till after we beat the game, right?
Yeah.
We
You have to
found out
find the
after we beat the
Japanese
game.
code, right?
Yeah, like oh man, like
Mm-hmm.
you see, I still remember watching my cousin one day, and I've already gone through Super Mario Brothers, right? Time and time and time and time
Yeah.
again. Man, this cat shows up and all of a sudden he's hopping on the shell. He's getting 100 men, 200 men. I'm like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yo, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
Right? To this day, I still can't figure out how to do it. But I'm like,
I do remember that one. You take the shell, you put it in between like these two
yep.
things, and
And you just keep on jumping
it's
on
just
it.
like up,
Right?
one up, one up, one up, one up.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, that was the coolest thing in the universe, man. But I already knew that I could beat the game. Right. So now it's different.
Yeah.
Now I'm
No
just
matter what,
motivated. That's it.
you had that confidence.
You
You had
know,
that confidence
man, please, man. That was back in the day.
from putting
Beating the
in the
game was
work.
actually, dude, beating the game was a thing back then. Right? You actually when you
Mm-hmm.
play when you beat the
And
game, that was life.
the thing is, when you think about it, you know how we've been taking a lot of analog stuff and flipping it into digital, and that's our hack. That's what we've been doing right now. So I think we just cracked the code by going at it hard, not being scared of life, by falling, getting up, cuts, bruise, under pressure, you're depressed, you shake it off, you say, whatever, I'm still going to take a shower, put my clothes on, and still go anyways. I'm in pain. You know what I mean? I'm feeling it. But you know what? I don't care. I'm going it. I'm doing it. And then look, 10, 20, 30 years later, you've had so much experience to this point. You're not really scared. You know what I mean? You got that resilience. You see what I'm saying?
That's
And
the thing right there.
just
That's it right
recently,
there.
Ju- just recently, like we took it to another level. So all the people out there that see us posting every day, that see our reels, like it, share it, subscribe it, we're coming with that. We're coming with the truth. You know what I mean? So whether you like it or not, it's gonna be in your feed. You're gonna follow us, you're gonna like us, you're gonna enjoy it, and you're gonna be like Varski and Monze. Those guys push it to the limit. You know what I mean? Those guys set the trend. Those guys broke. Let's break the internet. You know what I'm saying?
I look at it like this now, man. Everything he said, I actually verified, and it's true. He's right. We did a lot of work this past couple
That's
weeks.
what's up.
So if you feel about it, if you feel it, like it. You know what? You know what? I actually heard more though. Right? They said what the biggest thing
What's
is
that?
people would share it. Right? People share it. Just share.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Liking and subscribing is
Yeah.
good, but share. I was watching that guy,
Yeah.
the guy on Instagram, the one who the CEO of Instagram, and he comes on there, he does tips.
Yeah.
He comes on there, he does tips, and it's like, likes are cool, but shares, those are the main thing. Right?
That's what I'm saying, because you're sharing that energy, like that vibe that you get when you see one of our reels or you watch our channel on YouTube. That vibe that you get when you share it, you're sharing it for someone else, and just like how it motivated you or sparked that something inside of you, there's somebody out there that needs that too. So sharing is caring.
Yeah, not just us though. Like your people. Your people. There's a lot of people out
Yeah.
here who are making things right now. Your people, man. Check I first thing I did recently, I started going through people's pages, just liking their stuff and sharing it. I don't know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
I just go through your page and like it and share it. So if you see me come through your page, I might if you see me share something, I came through and I liked it. It's because I know that you're trying to put that work in. Right?
That's what's up.
That's the thing.
For me personally, whenever I see something, like if it's something that I co-signed already, I know this person, this male or female, what they're coming with is the truth. I'm going to keep liking it. I'm going to keep commenting. I'm going to leave a heart. I'm going to leave, something positive on there. And then, I look back a day later, 2 days later, people like that comment because it was positive. And it's that same energy perpetuating. So if, you put out that good, you get that good back. You
Hey
know?
man, I've come to a point now where I started realizing I used to avoid the comment section. I still do sometimes because it's the
Mm.
most toxic place in the world. Because some people don't need opinions. All right, some people do not need opinions,
Yeah.
and when you listen to them speak, it's just like, oh my gosh. All right, but I figured it out today, and I posted it on somebody's page. All right, because I
Mhm.
noticed a big trend going on. Right, and they will say they'll try to lower the. They said LeBron being the GOAT. I'm going to lower it. So we're going to talk about LeBron today again. All right. But I started to notice there's three structured points they try to make about LeBron. One,
Mhm.
LeBron choked. They get you views. They get you engagement. Right. LeBron's the GOAT. They get you clicks. You get likes. Right. And then LeBron versus Jordan. Right. That gets you viral. Oh my gosh, look at this post with everything going on there. Everybody's talking about it. They're going back.
Man.
You turn threads into a barber shop. All right. You turn Twitter
Yeah,
into a
pretty
barber
much.
shop. Right? Because you created a whole
Those
social
three
network about it. That's it. Right?
off of those three
Those three
subgenres of
right.
LeBron.
So when I look at it, I think to
That's
myself,
funny.
like, I say, okay, you know what? The I just realized my light's not on. Hold on a second.
Power up.
Hey Siri, turn on back wall 100%.
Bit
Hold on a
brighter.
second. We're having technical difficulties.
It's just a minor setback, but we keep moving forward.
Exactly. We're gonna have that major comeback in
Gotta
2
brighten up,
seconds. Where is it? This
light
one
up the
here. Boom.
backdrop.
Boom. That's one. And then we're gonna go here. Turn off is up to 100%.
I can't tell from here. You gotta look at your camera.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Only problem is I don't remember which one it is.
But no, it's true. Like I heard what you were saying about like the people using LeBron and subgenre to get, clickbait,
Of course,
but
man.
over here we're not looking for clickbait. We're coming with that truth. And people want the truth. People want to, get a little bit of
They might want.
motivation. You know what I mean?
We might have to give them some clickbait every now and then. They might. They're like living in a world of illusions. But we can't always
It's
be.
true.
We can't always be the
That's like
sometimes we have to be the
the good guys.
Morpheus. Sometimes we got to be Morpheus and bring the dream. you know,
I'm not mad because even when we joke and we do give them that clickbait, it's still got the the silver lining in it.
But that's the thing, man. I want to. We want to come correct with everything. Pause. Right, you want to make sure that the stories is good. Like even right now, we're watching certain things, and I'm watching. I don't want to date ourselves, but we're watching the Spurs and OKC go back and forth, right? And I watched the Spurs just go through the Lakers, and they were led by LeBron in year 23, right? And I saw Cam Newton say, you need to hang it up. And I'm like, didn't he lead all the teams? Like he led both teams.
Yeah, and
stats.
And realistically, if you got it, flaunt it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you still got it in you, you know what I mean? Go out there and try to defy the odds. Like
I tell you like this, Kenzo.
there's no age bracket on achieving success.
Speaking of age bracket, did you see the whole thing between Max B and Big Daddy Kane?
I did. I did. I did. And you know, like, you know, Big Daddy Kane is the architect. He is the founder. You know, one of the great founders in hip hop. You know what I mean? He took it to another level. Everybody know that who know anything about hip hop.
Have you seen his rebuttal though?
I did. He came correct with it.
Oh my God. This is why I tell
He came
people,
correct with it.
I don't know why it's only us that does it. Right. When I say us, I'm speaking specifically about the black culture. Right. Black people. Hip hop is ours. Right. And it's ours. Right. We have white folks inside of it. We have Spanish folks inside of it. Right. We have Asians. We have German, everybody. We have every culture inside of hip hop. But we want to talk about our own people are too old. Meanwhile, we're spending $50, $60, $70, $80, $100 to go watch Frankie Beverly and Maze. All right.
Man.
We get up and we go watch the Rolling Stones because we want to experience them once in a lifetime. All right.
But in hip hop, you're too old. But you know, I love Big Daddy Kane, but at the same time, I love Max B. You know, like, it's true. He came out of 18 years of prison, and you can't stop him in French right now. They're like on a wave. You know what I'm saying? But he shouldn't disrespect the architect.
Right. Don't go, because the thing about it is that I think they talking about doing a battle. I'm like, if the old school dude calls you out to do a battle, no. That means he ain't, like, because you sat back and you said, I respect Rakim, right? But, you know, I respect Kane, but, you know, what he doing? You know? And I'm like, people realize that Rakim and Kane had one of the illest battles like back in the day. They were going back and forth.
Queens in Brooklyn, yeah.
You know, that between them.
But you know, I'm gonna find the silver lining. I'm gonna find the silver lining because I don't want to choose sides. I will say don't disrespect the architect, but at the same time, Max B is wavy. They're on a run right now, and the silver lining is by Max B calling out Kane, he just brought Kane into the light. Now all that wave that Max B got, he just kind of brought all those youngins, and you know. Yeah. And created more awareness for Big Daddy Kane.
So,
know what I'm saying? So
we ain't gotta do. We can ride whatever thing we want to, cause we had a. Right, so if it's gonna give them if it's gonna give them the clicks, let them get the clicks because we're talking about it. That's all. That's all it is. Look, man, honestly, at the end of the day, like, these guys are. Hip hop is a different situation. I mean, first you're gonna look at it, right? You had Kendrick. You got Kendrick and Drake about 2 years ago. They were doing their thing.
Yeah.
Right. Drake is on fire right now. Right. He's setting the world on fire.
Can't release it. He dropped three albums one time, and now he's bigger than Michael Jackson. Right. Bigger than Jay-Z, and he fulfilled his contract, and now he has like billions of dollars on the table to negotiate. Right.
He's big. I don't know if he's bigger than Michael though. Michael's big.
They say it like statistically, he has more number 1 hits. Like I think but Michael Jackson is etched in stone.
Yeah.
I think Michael Jackson is etched in stone and can't be moved. Right. But Drake has like a new age etched in stone. You know what I'm saying? I think Michael Jackson is a forefather. Yeah, Michael Jackson's a forefather. But then Drake has taken it to a new level.
Drake is angry right now. This is angry Drake. Drake's
it's true. He had to come back heavy.
He said, "Yo, y'all got me mistaken for the guy in the wheelchair still." He's like,
but I could only imagine. imagine if Drake announces a world tour. How's he gonna do that? You know, like it's gonna shock the world.
Of
Like I thought the
course.
Bruno Mars tour was huge, you know, but if Drake drops a world tour right now, wow,
I mean,
you
they'll see
know,
that. That'd be
and
amazing.
then
I mean, but see that's the thing about it is like because he's going at everybody, and the only person that's responding back to him is Rick Ross.
yeah, Rick Ross,
Right?
Rick Ross is not having no part of Drake. Zero.
It's like
Rick Ross has no part of that.
he's like,
He
man,
like he doesn't even care.
nah.
He doesn't even care.
You know, he's like, man,
He's standing his ground.
Drake's like, yeah, man. I said what I said. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Rick Ross, you know, he's not one of the
And
great.
you know what?
He's not one of the greats. Doesn't
He
have a
said,
house.
"Come with the Michael if you're talking on the Michael."
So he's like, you need to beat it. Get out of here. You don't want to be starting nothing. Mouse.
Woo! Rick Ross is not having it at all. But you know, it's like everybody's after everybody. You know, people are after Ross. People are after Drake. People are coming at Kanye. People always have something to say about Jigga. You know, so it's
Of course,
like
man.
it's like a
Well, the thing that
it's like a
made Jay-Z,
dojo.
but they said that. You remember, that's what we call it. Hip hop is a battleground, man. You know, not everything needs to
Yeah.
be about battle and beef and everything like that. But you can go back and forth and exercise, right? Like when people talk about rappers are too old. I'm like, I said, what, you just stop thinking after a while?
Nah.
You can't stop thinking. Like
Nah.
you can't stop maneuvering the words inside your head. It's ridiculous. You know,
At the same time, it's really good entertainment because now, if you think about it, it's like, you know, hip hop is probably the number one genre right now. It's taking back the attention. It's taking it back the energy, the swag, the everything, the fashion. It's back in hip hop's corner right now because everybody's talking about a hip hop artist. So there you go, Black culture reigning supreme once again, back on top. And
hip-hop was always a top culture, though, right? It just wasn't
yeah, it never really went anywhere.
It didn't catch as much notoriety as everything else, but it was always a top dog, right?
But if you check this out, over the last, like, say 30, 40 years, it went from thousands of dollars to millions of dollars to tens of millions of dollars. Now we in the billions of dollars.
Right.
So that's saying something. So it is the biggest thing. We're in the billions now, you know?
You know, the thing about
the culture.
The how strong hip hop is, right? Right. Remember the movie Beat Street? Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Beat Street, breaking.
You know, they tried to the German government tried to play that to show the desolateness of
yes,
the urban culture in the United States,
New York City, yeah.
And you know what that did?
And how the ethnic cultures are like living impoverished and they have nothing and they're living like, you know, animals. But what it did, it spread it across Europe and Germany, and all those kids started to emulate it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That created hip hop because that's where it comes from. Because you don't realize that people feel like this is what's going on, and then it resonates with them. So now all of a sudden, now you tried to create something to where you show that you're better than somebody else, and all you did was birth another culture of breakdancers, right?
Exactly.
B-boys.
And the biggest consumer of hip hop is it's the white kids in suburbia.
Yeah. There's a dude that I know, right? Matt Fingers, right? Great guy, great producer, right? Creating a lot of videos, right? Good friend of mine. He got another friend, right? named Reptile. Reptile is a rapper who was based out of Germany.
Oh,
right. And
all
I
right.
stopped and I thought about it. I said, I saw that article and I sent them the message. I said, let me ask you a question. Do you think you would have met Rappy if this never happened? Right.
Exactly.
You know,
if they didn't push B Street in Germany, yeah,
you know, that influence.
He was one of the kids that it motivated, yeah.
You know, and then he became an entertainer, and he makes some great music, right? But you can see it like there's such big culture, like there's a whole different thing. Like when I tell everybody, I'm like, if you go to a hip hop concert, real hip hop concert, you know,
yeah, like classic hip hop.
If you in the crowd, there's no race. It's just hip hop heads. Right?
Yeah, people who love the art.
Love the art, love
the graffiti, the breaking,
breakdance,
the MCing,
everything.
The production. Yeah, everything. The swag, everything. Yeah.
People understood that. They took that same culture now and they tried to weaponize it and turn it in on us because it was something that we loved. It's very influential. Right. So if you got something that's influential, that's where I see, industry plans. That's where I could point that out. Right. You're being paid to talk about killing your culture. Okay.
Which is crappy.
That's big money for them. So what do you tell me? What do I do? Do I sell dope or do I make this music that's influential and make millions off of telling people to do the same thing? That's the crazy part for me. It's like you got that's where it's like I believe that I think Biggie's mom said it best one day. Right? Letta Wallace, Mrs. Wallace, rest in peace, but she said, when I stopped and I listened to what was being said, they weren't glorifying what was taking place. They were telling you this was going on. Right? When you hear people talking about hip hop artists,
that was their experience.
Right. Like, oh, you shouldn't be talking about women this way. No, these women are outside. I can show you where they are. They're right there.
Yeah, that's what.
Right.
That's what they're doing. Yeah.
They're right there. That's them. Right. The guys that are doing this thing, that's him, dark skinned Jermaine. See what I mean? That's him right there.
And a rapper is a hood news reporter, a neighborhood news reporter, right?
And then you go from
that's what a rapper is.
That's all it is. You go from, and that's where the evolution goes. You're a rapper, right? You're the neighborhood news reporter. You're telling the story about what's going on, right? Then after you start to get older, you progress with your music. You become the philosopher, right? Okay,
you evolve,
This is what we did. This is how we got through this. This is how we got it. This is the reason why it happened. Now, this is what you should do. You're in the same situation I was in. Yes, I figured out how to get out of it. I can't get you out of it. I need you to figure out.
This is how I broke free, yeah.
Right? So then now you come up. So now your next version, right? You come up and now you're the philosopher. You're the news reporter. And now what I am, right? I am the God, right? Or the
forefather, yeah.
I'm the Dalai Lama, right? I'm of hip hop. Now we're sitting here now. We're sitting here on the pinnacle, right? We're talking about things. We're watching everything take place, and we're showing if we have to bring our hand down, we will, right? But at the same time, now we're watching everything take place because now it's your world, and we're speaking to the people who have grown with us. We can't come back to your world. Right, because we've
which is true, and technology has helped the evolution of hip hop culture and the imagery, the styling, the fashion. Like technology has taken it to a cyber level right now.
Absolutely.
Like to the point where everybody who speaks, they speak Ebonics. Ebonics is now the English language. Some kids were talking in the street and, they were making up their own language code, but now it's mainstream English.
Yeah.
People communicate like that.
Man, look at what they say now. The terms they're using, even Ebonics has transformed. Like they have different versions for different generations, right? Look,
Of course,
when they
yeah.
say somebody's fronting, when they say, "Now you capping," right?
Yeah, you
Right?
capping.
Yo, these my people. Yo, this my team over here. Yo, what up, chat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the evolution is crazy, and even right now, like probably these most likely the kids that are like 10 years old and younger, even like 6 years old, they have their own language.
Yeah.
You know,
right? That's the
there
progression
you
of
go.
everything, man. You got to look at it and just realize that the world keeps progressing no matter what it is. Remember when
No matter what.
Remember when they used to say when we were younger, I feel sorry for this world as we get older. I'm like, I don't think any generation has ever said, you know what, I think they're in good hands.
No, they always say, I feel sorry for the next generation.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the next generation, right? I still remember one time with my mom, her customer said that one time because she says, I feel sorry for the next generation. I looked at them, I'm like, why? Y'all the ones that created this. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, you know,
they built the platform. You know
it.
what I'm saying? We just stepped up on that, and then now the platform that we built, they just stepped up on it, and it's gonna be forever, ongoing.
We just keep on going, right? And I noticed that they were talking about before. They were saying that you know, this is the first generation where the kids are dumber than the parents, right? And I'm like,
which is kind of crappy.
No, but here's the thing. This is what I'm thinking. Right? This is what I'm thinking. Yes, based upon the standard of education that you've been going by for the past 100 years, but everything's evolved now. Everything's changed now, right? You got kids. Remember, we used to do geometry and algebra 2 in high school. They're doing it in elementary school now. Right.
Exactly. And they're using tablets. Everything is touch screen.
Everything is there. Right.
They're using AI as an assistant, you know?
I remember reading a book recently called The Forthcoming. Right. And in that book, it says every generation's role is to do something. And Generation X's role was basically to be the captain of the ship to usher the new generation in. Right.
Exactly. And we did do that.
No, we're not done yet. We're still, like I said, our job is to make sure, right? Like we carry each generation, right? Which is why we went missing for quite some time. Like if you think about it, we were the first, we were the last digital, we were the first digital generation and the last analog generation. Right? Exactly. We carry so much weight when it comes to certain things that we pay attention to everything that's going on. We know what makes sense. We know what doesn't make sense. We don't care about a lot of things, right? If you feel like
100%, and we're up to the time. We're up to the time. Like people older than us, like say the baby boomers, like once they got out of a certain era, they just relaxed and they didn't keep up. But Generation X, they keep up. We're up to the time. We're like anything is popping. We're with it right away.
We're keeping up with whatever that's going on because, like I said, we are not only the last analog era, but we're the first digital era. Right. So we're still keeping up with what's going on. We're still moving the work. We're trying to do whatever needs to be done. A lot of things you're not going to see us do. Like, you know, like I'm not going to get up and try to go play NFL football. I'll mess around and break my neck. Right.
Well, you're past that point. Like you're not 20 years old. When you were like, that's something you do between 16 and 20, 22, something like that. There's the anomaly athlete that does that up to like maybe 30. But for the most part, you got to evolve. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's where we're looking at right now, where it's like, okay, this is, you're a Gen X person, right? Our job now is to make sure the next generation comes in and they understand what's going to happen next. You don't try to bully them and say, you know what, you got to respect the OGs. No. If you don't want to listen to what they tell you,
they got to do their thing.
But you're working.
Yeah, they got to do their thing. Yeah, they got to do their thing because, believe it or not, like that young kid that you're seeing right now, they're looking up to someone from Generation X or a millennial or a beta or alpha or whatever. They're looking up to those generations. And by the time they get to adulthood, they're 20 plus, they're going to have a lot of resources to pull from. It's like I mentioned earlier, with AI, you have such a resource. Like with Google, you have such a resource. You're walking with an encyclopedia at your beck and call at any given second. You know what I'm saying? So with that, you can make anything happen.
Man, I look forward to it. I want to see what's going to happen. I want to see how the world is going to take place. I know everyone is worried about AI, but my thing is this. My suggestion is this. You can sit here and worry about it and fold yourself in a room and not say anything. Or you can learn it, understand
Get
it.
with it.
Get with it. So if anything happens, at least you know how to stop it.
That's what's up.
So on that note,
and worst case scenario, worst case. Sorry, before we cut them off and finish off this episode, worst case scenario, even if AI doesn't amount to what it's gonna be, say the power goes out or natural disaster, if you learn the fundamentals, nothing could really stop you. You know what I'm saying?
You get money, good money. So on that note, that was your boy
Monze.
with the bars. I am your boy.
You know this.
And you know what?
All day, every day. You know this.
Varski and Monze.